Hey, it's Rob. Never has there been a time in modern history as tense as this political climate we are currently experiencing. Never has there been so much confusion as well as delusion coming from all sides of the spectrum. Over time, our valued election process has been threatened by those who thirst for power at any cost, and the election of 2020 is a culmination of this issue, revealing our impurities like slag rising from the molten metal. Regardless of whether you stand with red or with the blue, or somewhere in the middle, this stain on our democratic process should shake us to our core because of our love to preserve liberty. Our freedom as a democratic republic nation is at stake. This is not about political candidates. It is about preserving the integrity of our election process. If we allow the national or state government to dictate what is considered acceptable, then we have willfully given away our voice and have no one to blame but ourselves. The evidence is mounting to support a gross negligence of this year's election. If there is proven to be sufficient facts to create a reasonable doubt that our election process has been compromised, we as American citizens should stand together from all sides of the political spectrum and demand the necessary action to ensure the election is being conducted with the greatest level of integrity and transparency in order to guarantee results that accurately represent the will of the people. This election is one of the most controversial that we've experienced in decades. Whether you prefer candidate Joe Biden or the current President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, I believe the true American patriot wants an election result based on a clear and fraudulent-free process. Regardless of who wins, it is a shameful and shallow victory at best if the process in which a winner is elected is proven to be nothing more than a sham due to criminal behavior in order to rig the election. No one with integrity would knowingly celebrate a dirty win. Do I have a preferred candidate? Absolutely, as I'm pretty confident that you do as well. My priority in this election is not about personality or politics, but about preserving our Constitution, which defends our religious freedom, protecting our unborn, our vulnerable, and less fortunate members of our national community, ensuring a free enterprise capitalistic system which provides opportunities our citizens are afforded to no one else in the world as they are in the United States of America. Now, please don't misunderstand me. America is far from perfect. And how do I know this? Because it's made up of imperfect people just like me. But even then, it is still by far the greatest nation on earth. Why is this? Because there was a determination by our founding fathers to base our republic on biblical principles, and although it is waning up to this point, there is still a general belief in God and an understanding that this divine being must be reverenced. If we allow our democratic republic to fall by the wayside for an adoption of socialism, our demise will be soon at hand. Our Constitution will be rendered useless. The government will have no governance by the people. And after the honeymoon is over, and the people have been wooed into the trance of entitlement, they will wake up in the chains they allowed to be forged, and then be controlled against their will by those whose names they gleefully chanted while they transferred their power into their hands. So let's support the process in which we are engaged to ensure the integrity of our election system for this election and the ones to come. Because this election isn't about me, but about the future I will leave my children, my grandchildren, and the generations to follow who will bear my name. I never want those who come after me to look back and say, why did Grandpa let this happen? Instead, may they say, Grandpa taught us how to pray, how to fight, and how to stand. And this we will do by the grace of God. May God bless you and your precious families as we cling to Christ and trust Him in this uncertain time. God bless you and have a great evening.